Hello everyone, today is Friday, May 17th. It's 3:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see my computer clock on my right. On my left is the time in sales with the E-mini S&P trading at 2863.75. The first chart up today is the Nasdaq on the Super Renko 8 tick with our open range filter. And the reason I'm showing this first is because this chart has performed exceptional this week. And there's a really nice trade here, but there was a loser here, not that big of a loser. If I tighten this up, you can kind of see the volatility of the Nasdaq, but the open range filter only allows us to go long above this level or short below. So because my stops are pretty loose, I might want to reconsider that, because this was a pretty substantial move between here and here. Our entry was 75.38, and it went as high as 75.68. That's 120 ticks. So probably I could trail my stop beginning at 100 ticks, but here I have rather large targets. Well, it's not really that large. 200 ticks in the Nasdaq is only 50 points. So I'm trailing at 350 ticks. Anyway, that's worked so far this week. It's a shame to have 100 ticks in the trade and give it back. But this only drew down about 450 or 225 per contract. It's not that much in the scheme of things. But perhaps this could be traded with a tighter stop. 100 ticks in the Nasdaq would have been a nice profit on 2 contracts for sure. So I might reconsider the money management on this, or I might even run a second chart with tighter money management and see how they compare. And if you're a user of the Autotrader, it's these kinds of techniques that you could be doing to see if you can improve your bottom line and your results. Anyway, this did draw down about 450, but then it came back and recovered with this really spectacular trade here, and actually hit its goal and had positive slippage for the day. Okay, the crude oil on a Super Renko 8 tick. This chart is the only one I have with gray background. This is using our line break logic, which you can see the line break signals here. And this basically had 3 trades. There was one here, here, and here. And this did 1,000 for the day. Our goal on this is 1,020. So we had 1 tick of slippage per contract on our market order exit here. This has been a really solid performing chart for BWT. We've seen this quite a bit. Okay, the big winner of the day was the DAX on the Super Renko 6 tick, and this has the high sensitivity of 9. And we had started off with a loser. This drew down just under $500, $250 per contract. And then we had this really nice short trade filled on our deep pullback of 18 ticks is our pullback here. So we got filled on a deep pullback. Notice the order cancel bars are quite large because of this sensitivity. You often get these kind of pullbacks. And so we got filled here, and looks like we hit our first target of 80 ticks, and then trailing by bars at 100 ticks or so, it looks like we got stopped out here. This had a second trade right here, a very small one, brought us to our goal of, well, not to our goal. Yeah, our goal. We had a goal is 2,000, and we did 2,012.50, so we had 1 tick of slippage on this very small winning trade here. This could have went further, but it probably would have maybe turned into a loser overall. It's hard to say, but it didn't, because it hit our goal. Okay, nice going on the crude oil Super Renko 7 tick. Started off with a loser, a minor drawdown of about 125 per contract or 250, and then came back with this really great short trade here, filled on our limit order. This has a pullback of 4 ticks, and the trade was closed out, both contracts. We went short at 63.46 and covered at 62.73. So that's about 75 ticks or so on 2 contracts. That brought us up to our goal on this, which is 1200. So we probably had some slippage here. Probably hit our goal, had some slippage, and finished at 1160. Okay, very nicely done on the crude oil 987 Heikin Ashi tick chart. 2 trades back to back. You can see them here. And this did 990 for the day. The goal on this is 1,000, so 1 tick of slippage at our exit here. Okay, the Nasdaq on a 987 Heikin Ashi tick chart, another chart that's been pretty solid. This did have a drawdown here of a little over $500 or $250 per contract, and was down most of the morning, and then finally recovered with these 2 back-to-back trades here, which brought it up to 1265. Our goal on this is 1250, so we hit our goal and had a tick or so of positive slippage. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a 6 Renko chart with a regular Renko with a higher time frame of 6 Super Renko, different sensitivities on the lower and higher time frame. This had a loser and drew down about 200 per contract, or 400. Actually 3 losers. These 2 were very small, and then came back with 2 winners in a row, and just shy of our goal, finished at 737.50. Okay, the ES on a Super Renko 6-tick chart with our 3 line break filter that starts trading at 12:30 noon. Started off with a small loser here, drew down less than $100, and then this trade here, 2 back-to-back trades actually, brought us up to our goal, which I believe is 750, and we had 1 tick of slippage. Okay, the bonds on a 34-tick line break with our open range filter had a really nice winner here and ran up to just above $500. Looks to be about 575, and then had a losing trade and dragged us down to 250, unfortunately. And there was, this was actually a short that didn't play out. So this finished at 250. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.